Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can convert your GDscript to VisualScript. So we'll learn this process by recreating the code which handles this player's movement in VisualScript. So if you just joined the channel and you want to learn more about visual scripting, like the video, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Let's make Godot's visual scripting as popular as GDscript. So let's begin. So the first thing we have here is a game. I'll preview the game and you're able to move forward and backwards while the player looks at the mouse. So let's close this and take a look at the GDscript. So I'll select my player, it's a kinematic body 2D, and select the script. So here we have the script which the player uses. So we'll recreate this GDscript in VisualScript. So the first thing we need to do is let's go ahead and create a new script. So we can go ahead, select player, and let's onlink. Let's open up our player scene and let's onlink our current GDscript. So onlink that and let's add a new script. So for this, we'll change our language to VisualScript and we'll name this player. It's maybe players and create. So we now have our players.VisualScript and player.gd. So first on the list we have extends kinematic body 2D. By default in VisualScript they should be automatically added as the base type. So back into our VisualScript we have export variable speed which is set to 200. So in our VisualScript, to do this, right here we have variables. So you can go ahead and click on the plus and rename this as speed, enter, and let's go ahead, edit member. We'll set the type to an integer and we're going to set the value to 200 and also export this. Once we export this, we can make use of it in our inspector right here as a script variable. So close this and there we go. Now let's go back to our GDscript. Next we won't be working with bullets in this tutorial. Maybe in the next would be instancing our bullets. So for this, next we have a variable which is velocity, which is set to vector2.0. When we have it set to 0 right here, it means the x and the y position are set to 0. So back into our VisualScript, let's go ahead, add a new variable. We'll rename this to velocity. Okay, edit member. We'll change the type. We'll set the type to vector2 and it would be set to 0 and 0. I would also export this and close. So back to our GDscript. Next we have a function which is get input. Basically what this does is check for the keys which are pressed. Now this example which I'm making use of right now comes with some custom inputs map like the forward, back and shoot with keys assigned to this. And if you want to get the exact template I'm using right now, a link would be in the description of this video. So back into here, so we'll create a function get input and our velocity would set the vector2 to 0. So let's go back to our players.VisualScript. Let's add a function and edit member. We'll rename this to get input. Okay, we have a function there. Next, let's set our velocity variable to 0. So we can go ahead and drag this into the scene. Sorry, that was set as a get. So hold down Control on your keyboard to make it a setter and drag it into the scene. So set velocity, and we're going to link our function get input to our set velocity. Now with that done, back into our GDscript, we need to check for this key is pressed. So once our forward key is pressed, we're going to add the velocity transform.x and multiply it by our speed variable. So back into our VisualScript. To do that, we're going to right click and check for a condition. Okay, now the condition we're checking for is a key press, which would be an action. We'll link that to this, select our action, and we set this to forward. So once forward is pressed, let's link this to this, and once this action is true, we're going to get our speed. So select your speed and drag it into the scene. Let's also right click and get a multiply. math multiply, and let's get a transform. So trans form get transform. So we get this, and we need to deconstruct our transform to get the x and the y. So drag this out and deconstruct. So deconstruct transform 2D, and with that, sorry about that, we can go ahead, get our x, multiply it here, and multiply by our speed. Sorry, that won't work. We need to change the type back to any, and okay. Now we can go ahead and get our velocity. Okay, so for velocity, let's select our player, and from the script variables, we can go ahead and drag in our velocity, which should set the velocity on the self. So let's not forget to link this. Once it's true, drag all the way here, and the value would be the results we get from multiplying our transform on the x-axis and our speed. So we get this, link it, and just like we have in the code, we have a plus right there, so we need to change. We'll see assign operator, we'll set this to an add. Okay, so back to our GD. Now we have if the input is pressed, which is back, we're going to subtract the velocity. So let's save ourselves some time, and we'll select all this and just control duplicate and drag it downwards. Okay, so let's drag. Once this condition is done, we'll link it to our new condition which we have here, and the action we'll be checking for is the back. Now change a few values here, like our velocity. Instead of adding, the operator would subtract, it would be a sub. Now with this, we are basically done with our get input function right here. So next up, back into our player.gd, we have function physics process and delta. So we need to create a physics process, and in it would make our player look at the mouse. So back to our player.VisualScript, let's go ahead, create a function and override. Okay, so now with that, we are done with our get input. So to add a physics process, we need to go ahead and click on this override built-in function right here and search up physics process. We have our physics process function created right here. Now we need to make the player look at the mouse, so right click and look at vector 2, and also right click, and let's get our mouse global mouse position, and whatever the position is, we'll set it to our look at points, then link our physics process to our look at. Okay, next we need to call our get input function. So select your get input from the members, drag that into the scene, and link this to this. And finally, for our player.gd, we have this line of code which sets our velocity to the move and slide. So back into our player.VisualScript. Okay, so we're going to select our player, and from the script variables, we're going to hold down Control and drag in velocity to get the current velocity. Next up, right click and search up the move and slide. There we go. And link our get input to move and slide, and our linear velocity would be set to the current velocity of the player. And there we go. So we have successfully recreated this GDscript in VisualScript. You can go ahead and preview this, Control Save and preview. So here we go. I'm currently pressing the controls on my keyboard and it's moving perfectly. There we go. So that's how easy it is to convert any GDscript out there to VisualScript. Like I said earlier, if you want to learn more VisualScript, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.